Is your vacuum cleaner watching you? I think it is. Is your vacuum cleaner watching you? I think it is.
Don't be so dramatic, Paul. The idea of a vacuum cleaner watching you is absolutely absurd.
It is not. We're happy headers, and I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to watch out for with your vacuum cleaner and other household appliances. It's not just your vacuum cleaner.
Oh my God. Seriously?
Because a vacuum cleaner, a modern vacuum cleaner,
right,
is equipped with sensors. Some of them have lights, cameras.
Ooh.
Why does your vacuum cleaner need a camera? I am suspicious of having something in your home with a camera that isn't attached to you, that you don't have control over. And like what people will say, well, they, AI vacuum cleaners, if there is, well, it's not, it's like autonomous vacuum cleaners, I'd say, that the smart vacuum cleaners. I never remember a smart vacuum cleaner when I was in school. Smart kids, but no smart vacuum cleaners. But they have this equipment so that they can navigate around your house. But I don't trust them.
Well, I wouldn't want to be scaremongering anyway, Paul. I think that, the cameras that are on vacuum cleaners are just very low resolution. There's nothing in them that can really just detect anything. When you think about it, they're on flat on the floor. They're on your ground, on the floor. They're not picking up anything else other than where they're going and what they have to do. They've only got that LiDAR kind of sensor on it, which is really just very basic, I suppose, really for identifying objects ahead of it, and a little sensor or whatever to see where it's going, and that's it.
Yeah, but just because they're at floor level, that means that they're not in your immediate awareness, so you're not going to be looking for them. Like people.
Oh my God,
you've heard horror stories of people planting cameras around hotel rooms and stuff and videotaping people.
Yeah.
And all this. Like when you think of the modern home. It's the Internet of Things. Like everything, your kettle, your toaster is connected to the internet. Your iron is connected to the internet. Your vacuum cleaner is now connected to the internet. It's the Internet of Things. And you see, this is my problem, because your vacuum cleaner isn't acting alone. It can be working with the other appliances. It is, because they're all interconnected. And your vacuum cleaner, like with that LiDAR thing, it is mapping your home, your room.
My God.
So it knows where everything is in the layout of your home.
Let's not give it too much credit now, Paul.
No, it's like Big Brother watching you.
More little brother, I think. I think, like, when you think about the vacuum cleaner and what you're saying, yes, things are connected. It's a fair point, right? But I don't think it has the software, or anyone will go to the length, I suppose, to install the software that it would take to actually spy on you. And when you think about spies, in fairness, Paul, all of those cameras are in your light bulbs and in your phone and places like that.
It worse.
They're not. Yeah, but that's I'm not important enough for somebody to spy on.
Yes.
So why?
Yes.
Why would anybody be bothered?
But you could
putting a freaking camera into my vacuum
Siobhan,
cleaner.
what does your vacuum cleaner do with that map of your house, your home? Does it pass it on to somebody else? Where is that map stored? Is it stored on the device, on the vacuum, or is it kind of uploaded to the cloud? And it's anybody's.
Oh my God.
It's up there. It could be spying on you. And it's not. I'm telling
It is hilarious, actually. Yeah.
You will come back to me in time. Paul, you were right.
Oh.
You were a man ahead of your time. You were a visionary.
It would be like looking at Snowden's theory of, all the CIA are spying on us.
Edward Snowden.
Edward Snowden,
he was
right. He was actually, but...
There you see.
Like, but the vacuum cleaner is not sophisticated enough for that. It would cost so much money. And anyway, all of these companies, Paul, in fairness, have such strict regulations on data protection. I mean, they cannot give it away. I mean, if that happens, it destroys the entire company. And what's the most important to companies? Money.
No.
They need to make profit.
No.
Don't they? And they need a good reputation, otherwise people won't buy their stuff.
Siobhan, you think of it. A lot of these devices are voice activated. So you tell it to do something, like Hey Siri or Alexa, to do things. So do you think that is only listening when you talk to it?
Yeah.
Or is it listening anyways and it notices when you talk to it and it's recording snippets? Because we know that phones do this. I think Apple have admitted that the phones do it. And you get it as an option when you set up your phone. Do you want it to send snippets of dialogue back to base so we can improve voice commands and voice recognition and all of this thing? Like, you know, what if I'm telling my vacuum cleaner, you did not do a good job there hoovering that room, you missed a bit, and you should go. And my vacuum cleaner takes the hump with me.
It will not. You're talking about it like it's a real person.
It's a smart vacuum cleaner.
Oh
it can be smarter than a lot of people I know.
Oh my God, you're going way too far with this. Please don't pass any remarks on anything that Paul is saying. He's delusional.
I know. But Siobhan, you see, the thing is that you buy this, it's like a nice cute little vacuum cleaner. You buy it and you think, oh, that'll be handy. I won't have to actively myself do the vacuuming. I can just trust this thing to do it for me. But what happens is that vacuum cleaner receives updates every so often. And these updates, it's not what you originally signed up for. It just updates the thing.
Information.
And
okay, well, let's just go back to the first point, right, where you're talking about, you know, the fact that the vacuum cleaner is recording data and it's listening to you and all that kind of thing. So first of all, it's voice commands. So you've got to say, hey Siri or hey Alexa or whatever before it actually wakes up and pays attention and listens to what you're saying. And then it's only got a very limited amount of data that it understands. It's like hoover now. Don't hoover at this time. It's like you're inputting information into it because it's computerized. You're not actually, it doesn't actually save what you're talking about or what your conversations are.
That's what they
for.
will have you believe, Siobhan.
Oh my
any computer
God. I
system.
haven't got the memory for that crap.
No, anything can be hacked. I mean, I was even looking at something, again, it was unsubstantiated online, where they were talking about cars. Autonomous cars can be hacked.
Wow.
And these conspiracy theorists would say that cars in the future, if all cars are autonomous and you just sit in the car drives you, that if the police wanted to intercept you, they could just say to you, bring that person to the police station. And no matter where your destination, whatever you plan, the car would bring you into custody. So it's going to curtail your freedom. So I think your vacuum cleaner could seriously curtail your freedom.
Put you under house arrest. Not allow you out of that.
But think of it, Siobhan. Think of it. Like there was even a thing about security cameras in your home that employees of a certain security company that they could watch you in your home with these cameras. You could be out of the shower with a towel walking around, and your vacuum cleaner is watching you, and it's sending that off. It might
Again,
be
who would want to see that?
There could be certain vacuum cleaner internet sites where it shares this material.
Oh my God! Have you any idea the amount of codes and lines there are, like how difficult it would be, the amount of resources it would take to actually hack into somebody's vacuum cleaner?
But where are these vacuum cleaners made? Are they made in countries that, you know, might not necessarily be compliant with, we're in the EU, with EU law or regulations? Where's the data stored? Do they share it with third parties?
Well, that's all your choice. I mean, you even touched on this before in a prior point you were making. Like, you have to say, yes, it's okay to take snippets. You have to agree to that. You know, otherwise they cannot do it legally.
Some of the profits.
What company wants to be sued? You know, they really don't, because you know what the law is like here in the EU and in Ireland. If you go and sue somebody, it's millions. Like, do you know what I mean? You can sink an insurance company on a claim like that.
I wouldn't be at all surprised that after this recording today that I get loads of vacuum cleaner ads up on my phone.
Well, you need to send me screenshots of that. Because unless you've agreed to it, you know, narrowing down your search engine to certain things that you talk about, unless you've agreed to that, it's not going to do it.
No.
Yeah.
I suppose the moral of the story is maybe constantly change your password. Does a vacuum cleaner have a password?
I don't know. I don't have one of those fancy vacuum cleaners.
We could get one for here and we could watch it.
Love one.
We could watch the vacuum cleaner spy on it.
Oh my God. And then will we be breaching data protection then? If your
vacuum
theory
cleaner
is correct
could
and it
sue
is
us.
Recording everybody, then, you know, us working with our clients, you can't
Next thing,
take that
vacuum
risk.
cleaners will have rights.
Oh my God. Jesus. Somebody help me with Paul. He's losing his marbles.
We are the Happy Headers, and we'll talk to you soon.
Let us know what you think about the vacuum cleaner, by the way, guys.